Wakanda forever. Astro Fight Club, y'all take such good care of me, so I do my best to take good care of y'all. And in this video, we're specifically going to cover the severe weather danger over the next day or two for Texas and parts of Oklahoma. And this will happen later today, as we could get some straight line winds, hail, or tornadoes firing up in parts of Texas. And then tomorrow, we got a giant pair of possible destruction. And you might be like, hey man, I love pears. They're a great fruit. And I do not disagree. But this is just the shape of the severe weather, which tomorrow could threaten Oklahoma City, Kansas City, and that's in Missouri. I don't know if you knew that. Omaha, Nebraska, and Kansas, which Mike T-Town. So he'll be out there chasing the storms. Good luck. Have fun. Don't hurt yourself. So yeah, we're going to get a kind of a wild, severe weather period. You know, we're 48 hours before the annular solar eclipse, so expect things to get weird. And then about 5 days from now, things to get much weirder. Yeah, things aren't looking too great for the mini ice age, folks. If you bought a mini ice age, you may want to take it back for a refund, buddy. Because it looks like we're going to fry. And we don't mean die, we just mean it's going to get really hot. And it's going to be a very hot summer. Though in some volcano places, you may see some snow. Because things are weird, man. Things are weird all over. Hey, if you're going to the rally on in Oklahoma, remember to sign the waiver, the COVID waiver. All right. Cranky Weather Guy, the best weatherman on the planet, is reminding us that you got some surface deep converging moisture forced into an inland trough by the high pressure return flow, which sounds like the Carolinas are not done with their very wet week. Let us check that out in this projection of computer images in rain colors. Man, Mercury retrograde is messing up my ability to talk. And yes, a lot of times I blame crap on Mercury retrograde just because I think it might be funny. All right, are you paying attention to the red, Texas and Oklahoma? Because where they're showing red on the map, those are the places over the next 48 hours with the most potential for severe weather. So please stay on top of it. We're losing a lot of people this year. I don't want to lose any more. Okay, and as you can see, the Carolinas still are getting a lot of rain over a 48-hour span. Plus, the tip of Florida, you're getting a lot of rain wane too. Rain wane. All right, that is not what I'm going to name my son when I one day do find the love of my life and have kids. Rain wane. Don't name your kid that either. And you got a lot of moisture flowing in from Mexico. Because remember, we got like volcanoes just popping off like freaking crazy. Mexico exploded in volcano today. I just made a video covering that. And then you still got a whole lot of moisture heading in from this area, whatever you want to call it, the Bahamas. And then, like I said, you got some major flow heading into southwest Texas. Shout out again to Jack Steele. That dude's cool. He's a good dad. Happy Father's Day to everybody. Thank you to my dad and stepdad. That's how I got so cool, if you're wondering. And mom, and all my friends, and all my families, and even my haters, man. You know, iron sharpens iron. Or, you know, cowardly hackers make me cool. Or cooler. And appreciate all that is great. Asteroid Fight Club rules. And so we're looking at the rainfall projections over the next 7 days. And you can see parts of Texas may flood. It's like south of Galveston. This way. Down to Brownsville. And then you get Oklahoma and Kansas, Nebraska, getting some really wet weather. And then whatever this state is. Missouri, maybe. Okay, but you can see a lot of the moisture is being kept off the Carolinas. I don't know if it's going to stay that way. And then the tip of Florida. And then up into Wisconsin. So everybody be ready. And then here's our super wildfire zone where everything is really, really on fire or just really dry and hot. What is that green spot over there? That is weird. What is that little spot? What are you? I'm not used to seeing you. Whatever you are. And yeah, so we're on high alert for volcanoes and earthquakes for the next 5 days because the solar eclipses really do seem to fuzz shiz up. You know what I'm saying? And then there's a little earthquake signal down here, although rarely do you see earthquakes in that region. So take it with a grain of salt. Where'd it go? Oh, but we're starting to see one in Chile. So earthquakes do happen there. So you get a little earthquake signal for Chile. All right, got it there. Now we're looking at the latest GFS model because people love the models, man. And it just gives us a basic idea. Whoa, look at those isobars. Look at that storm up there in Canada. Did you guys check that out? That's crazy. All right, so our experts are predicting that we will see our first hurricane possible activity either in late June or early July. And I still think we'll see some type of a hurricane, although it could be in the East Pacific underneath Mexico at the 26th, which would be 5 days after the eclipse, and then about 5 days after the June 4th or the July 4th and 5th eclipse. So I definitely think, though, after July 10th, it is going to be lit. So please get ready for hurricane season during plague season. And all the plague stats are going through the roof. So it'll probably be like re-lockdown. I know nobody wants to hear it, but it's true. Now, I was totally right about the middle of March, and though I can't pinpoint this date, I can pretty much tell you they're going to come back and they'll surprise everybody. They may say, hey, we're not going to do them again, and they'll just do them. Boy, that storm looks major. Maybe that's our post-eclipse storm that we're looking for. All right. All right, now let's look out for our European friends, because though Emma Watson and Amelia Clark may no longer have a crush on me, see, there's our little June 26th hurricane I was talking about. It just didn't come to the United States. I'm still big fans of them. All right, I kind of screwed this sentence up. Dang you, Mercury retrograde. Boom. Oh, yeah, so Europe is getting a cyclone in a couple days. So you guys pay attention to that. We call those hurricanes in the United States. I don't think they call them hurricanes up there. But, yeah, you guys, Europe, you're going to start to get some weird weather. But see that hurricane that's riding up the Mexico coast there? That takes place 5 days after the eclipse. So the good news is it's not headed to us, and it looks like it could just go out to sea in the Pacific. Boom. So yeah, there's your cyclone, and so Europe's going to start to get some wet and wild weather again, and then some hot heat in between. Good to know. But remember, with us having 3 eclipses this summer, and us having the second one in 2 days, all this could change in 3 or 4 days, so we'll just keep watching the models like hawks. That is what we do. Philip Pappin is always yapping cool stuff about weather, saying we might have another bona fide gyre as we approach July, which would be the end of June. And Michael J. Ventris is saying, with the same CCKW responsible for spawning the Central American tropical gyre that formed the tropical storm Daniela and Cristobal, making another pass across the East Pacific and Atlantic, we are moving into another interseasonal state that could be conducive for tropical cyclones. So, we're looking at the end of June or the start of July or first week of July for hurricane season to really get kicked into gear. And I'm telling you, at some point, we're going to see a conga line of hurricanes. And I have this weird fear that the 2 places I picked last year that I would get hit with hurricanes, that they could get hit this year. Although I haven't been selling it as much, I just thought I would throw that out there. Especially since the Leo King said, I got a bad feeling that the New York area could get hit with a hurricane this year. And I was like, yeah, what if it comes in 2-year cycles? Well, you got time to talk about that. Anyway, our upper level low is beginning to unwind and will feature active weather into the daytime, heating across the mid-Atlantic yet again today. And so, pay attention if you're in any of the severe weather active zones. Reed Timmer is super cool, is giving us an update. 2 target areas for supercell threat and isolated tornado Friday PM. Southeast Colorado into northwest New Mexico, post-frontal upslope regime. Oh no. and Texas Panhandle on vicinity of OFB. So, if Reed is pointing out his areas and is like, which one should I choose? Then, yeah, we're probably going to get some severe weather later tonight. So, everybody be ready, pretty please, and thank you. There's some crazy stuff happening in New Mexico. There's some crazy stuff happening in Colorado. There's crazy stuff happening in the Texas Panhandle. And so, we could get a MCS, or complex of storms, that should form tonight across the southern high plains, targeting Texas Panhandle Friday p.m. So stay safe, stay cool. I'll be here covering it all for you guys because you take good care of me, and so I do what I can to take good care of you. So I want y'all to have a tremendous weekend. Please take good care of your dad, your father. And remember, sometimes tough love makes the best people. And know that I love you. And later tonight, I'll shoot for a beer drinking hangout. I'm a live thingy. If you're around and want to hear me jibber jabber about who knows what. All right. Stay cool. God bless everyone. And thank you to Jesus Christ, all the cool people out there, and the universe, God that created the tree of life. Peace out.